Tish opened up about her split from the singer in a new episode of Kate and Oliver Hudson's podcast. Tish Cyrus and Billy Ray Cyrus divorced in 2022 after more than 28 years of marriage. In a new podcast, Tish reveals that she never wanted to be divorced, but felt as though she didn't have a choice. Tish's daughter, Brandy Cyrus, also discussed how the split affected her and her 4 siblings. Tish Cyrus is opening up about her divorce from ex-husband Billy Ray Cyrus and the ways in which it affected their 5 children. Tish, 57, appeared on the November 25 episode of the Sibling Revelry with Kate Hudson and Oliver Hudson podcast and explained that while ending her marriage was never something she wanted to do, she felt as though she'd hit a breaking point. Tish and Billy Ray, 63, divorced in April 2022 after more than 28 years of marriage. They shared daughters Miley, 32, and Noah, 24, and son Brayson, 30. The Atchy Breaky Heart singer also adopted Tish's daughter Brandy, 37, and son Trace, 35, from her previous marriage. "I never wanted to be divorced," Tish said, pointing to her parents' decades-long marriage as her inspiration. "But for us, you're in the public eye, and the world that we exist in is already so odd, and it's sometimes unstable. I wanted to make it work, probably for a little too long, for my own mental health. There became a point that, I didn't have a choice." Tish said she knew her split from Billy Ray was tough on everyone in her family, especially her children, even though they were all adults at that point. "My son Trace, for example, he was bummed. He was like, I wish my mom and dad would never get. I wish that wouldn't have happened," Tish recalled. "I was an only child and had the best upbringing and best parents and never went through anything like that. So I don't really know how it affects you. But it was definitely something that was probably hard on them, no matter how you do it." She continued, "And I think that we did it really well. I think I did really well, and I do think that I just wanted it to be the easiest as possible for everyone involved." Daughter Brandy, with whom Tish hosts the Sorry We're Cyrus podcast, also appeared on Sibling Revelry with her mom, and said she felt as though the pains of her parents' split were somewhat eased by the fact that she and her siblings were all grown up. Tish and Billy Ray had previously filed for divorce in 2010 and 2013, but reconciled both times. In the prior filings, especially Noah, was so young, and that was definitely a big thing, Brandy said. "My mom really wanted the family to stay together for Noah. But then, once Noah was an adult, I do feel like it was not great, but also, we're all old enough to understand it. We're able to zoom out and see it for what it was." Tish has since remarried Prison Break star Dominic Purcell, while Billy Ray split from Australian singer Fire Rose in May after several months of marriage. In February, Tish opened up to People about her split from Billy Ray, saying she was terrified to leave her marriage and feared she'd never find love again. "I thought I was going to be alone forever," she said, "and that was one of the times that I had the crippling breakdown of anxiety. I joke about it and say I had a complete psychological breakdown. There were 30 days where I was not eating, sleeping, just felt like I was just coming out of my skin. And it was really scary."